Good morning, students. So today we are going to start the next topic, that is the type number of control systems. So here we have the closed loop transfer. We all know that the closed loop transfer function formula is nothing but g of s by 1 plus g of s into h of s. So based on the closed loop transfer function, we are defining the type number. Okay, so this type number is specified for the loop transfer function, that is g of s into h of s. So we have the closed loop transfer function, that is g of s by 1 plus g of s into h of s. So the term g of s into h of s is specifying the type number here. Okay, so the number of poles of the loop transfer function lying at the origin decides the type number of the system. So depending upon the number of poles, so the denominator in the transfer function, we are going to define it as a number of poles for that given transfer function. So that actual number of poles is deciding the type of the system. So which type it is, the first type or second type or the third type, like that. So in general we are saying that if it is a n is the number of the poles at the origin, then the type is nothing but the type number is n. Okay, see here we have a simple example. So if we are considering the g of s into h of s as a loop transfer function, then the ratio of the two polynomials in S is defined as k into p of s by q of s. Okay, so that is nothing but k into p of s is nothing but we are representing as a numerator polynomial. So we will get the roots as z1, z2 and z3. So we are defining it in the form of a s plus z1, s plus z2 and s plus z3 and so on. So in the denominator also we are defining it as s power n into s plus p1 into s plus p2 into s plus p3 and so on, where we know that z1, z2, z3 are nothing but the zeros of a transfer function, and p1, p2, p3 are nothing but the poles of a transfer function. Okay, so here the capital N is nothing but the number of poles at the origin. So if n is equal to 0, then you are saying it as a type 0 system. If n is equal to 1, then the system is nothing but a type 1 system. N is equal to 2, the system is a type 2 system. N is equal to 3, the system is a type 3 system, and so on, like that. Based on the number of poles at the origin, we are defining the type of this system here. And now we will have some errors for this given closed loop transfer function. Okay, so what are the errors we are obtaining? Those errors are nothing but you are saying it as a steady state errors. So as if you are considering the second order system, you will have the oscillations, right? You'll have the maximum oscillation, and finally the damped oscillations is going to be existing, and finally it is reaching the steady state. Yes or no? So based on the steady state, the settling time, you are defining the settling time with respect to two tolerances, that is the 2% tolerance, and you are considering 5% tolerance, like that. So you'll have some errors before that settling of that obtaining of the final value. So that is nothing but tending to infinity. Okay, so you are defining the steady state error is a value of error signal that is represented as e of t, which when t tends to infinity. Okay, so this steady state is a measure of system accuracy. So if you want to obtain the accurate result before it is reaching to infinity, you are saying that how much of steady state error is there for the given closed loop system. So these errors is arising based upon the number of based upon the nature of inputs, the type of the system, and based on the non-linearity of the system components. So depending on all these things, you are saying how much of error is existing within the system. Okay, now see here, the steady state performance of a stable control system is generally judged by its steady state error to the inputs. That inputs may be of step input, ramp input, or any parabolic input, like that. So how you are defining this actual error means at the summing point, output of the summing point is represented as E of s, right? So E of s is nothing but it is the difference of the input and the value of C of s into H of s, that is represented as E of s. That is the representation of the error within the given system. Okay, so if the error is more, then you are saying that the output will be less. Now, based on the feedback, your error is going to be reducing, and finally, you are obtaining the accurate result at the output of the given control system. So, now you are saying that based upon the inputs, okay, based upon the inputs and based on the nature of the input and type of the system and the non-linearity of the given components, your output is going to be existing, and finally your accuracy also, it is depending upon all these factors. Okay, so finally now you are saying that the error signal E of s is nothing but R of s minus E of s into H of s. And what will be the output signal here? Output signal is nothing but C of s. C of s ni మనం ఎలా represent చేస్తున్నామా? C of s is nothing but it is a product of E of s into G of s. E of s into G of s. Okay, so now based on these equations, how can you represent E of s now? E of s is equal to R of s minus, okay, so substitute the C of s value here in the first equation, then E of s into G of s into H of s. Okay, now the RHS term, okay, the RHS term component E of s shifting to the left hand side. So E of s plus E of s into G of s into H of s is equal to R of s. What is the common term here? E of s is the common term. So E of s into 1 plus G of s into H of s is nothing but R of s. So finally the error. So we want the how much of error is existing within the system. So that error E of s is equal to, how you are saying that, R of s by 1 plus G of s into H of s. This is the error formula. So for a given closed loop system, E of s is equal to, you are saying that R of s by 1 plus G of s into H of s. Okay. Now based on this formula, now you are saying that, see here, we want always the values with the time domain. So now applying the inverse Laplace here, E of t is equal to Laplace inverse of E of s, that is nothing but Laplace inverse of R of s by 1 plus G of s into H of s. Okay, so that is nothing but a small E of t is equal to Laplace transform of R of s divided by 1 plus G of s into H of s. Okay, so let the steady state error is represented as ESS. ESS. What is E capital S here? E capital S is nothing but error signal. Small e SS is nothing but the steady state error. Steady state error. Now we have to define this steady state error. So the steady state error is defined as the value of E of t, which is when t tends to infinity. When t tends to infinity. If you know the E of t, this is the actual error you are saying. సో మనకి కావాల్సిన ఎర్రర్ ఎక్కడమ్మా, వెన్ టీ టెన్స్ టు ఇన్ఫినిటీ, అంటే మనకి మన వాల్యూ అనేది ఏమవ్వాలి, స్టడీ అయిపోవాలి. సో యాజ్ వెన్ టీ టెన్స్ టు ఇన్ఫినిటీ, దెన్ యు ఆర్ సేయింగ్ యువర్ స్టడీ స్టేట్ ఎర్రర్. ఓకే, సో ఈఎస్ఎస్ని ఎలా రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తున్నాం? ఈఎస్ఎస్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు లిమిట్ టీ టెన్స్ టు ఇన్ఫినిటీ ఆఫ్ దట్ గివెన్ ఎర్రర్, దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఈ ఆఫ్ టీ. Okay, so now the final value theorem for the Laplace transform states that f of s is equal to Laplace transform of f of t. Then Laplace transform limit t tends to infinity of f of t is equal to, if it is the case, that is nothing but f of s is equal to Laplace transform of f of t, then you are saying that according to final value theorem, limit t tends to infinity of f of t is equal to limit s tends to infinity 0 s into f of s. This is the final value theorem of the Laplace transform. Okay, so based on that, now you are saying the steady state error. Okay, so ESS is equal to limit t tends to infinity of E of t. The formula for the steady state error is nothing but ESS is equal to limit t tends to infinity of E of t. So how can you write this value in terms of final value theorem? It is nothing but limit s tends to 0 s into E of s. Limit s tends to 0 s into E of s. So what is E of s value? It is nothing but R of s by 1 plus G of s into H of s. So this is the final steady state error for the given closed loop transfer function. So finally you are saying that ESS is equal to limit s tends to 0 s into R of s by 1 plus G of s into s H of s. This is the steady state error for the given closed loop system. Okay. Now, so you are defining some static error constants here. So when a control system is excited with the standard input signal, then the steady state error may be 0. So when you are exciting with the standard input signal, you are saying that the error will be 0, or it may be as a constant, or it may be as infinity. So if the value of the steady state error is depending on the type number and the input signal, you are saying that type 0 system will have a constant steady state error when the input is step signal. See here, the value of steady state error depends on the type number and the input signal. If it is a type 0 system will have a constant steady state error when the input is step signal. If it is a type 1, then you are saying that it will have a constant steady state error when the input is ramp signal or velocity system. So type 2 system will have a constant steady state error when the input is parabolic signal or acceleration signal. So when the constant steady state errors is going there for the type 0, when it is input signal, for type 1 it is a ramp signal, for type 2 it is a parabolic signal. Okay, so for those, now for the 3 above cases, now you are saying the steady state error is associated with the one of the constants. Those constants are nothing but positional error constant, velocity constant, and acceleration error constant. So now how you are defining these constants means, so for the positional error constant, that is represented as Kp. So Kp is equal to limit s tends to 0 G of s into H of s. If it is a velocity error constant, you are representing it as a Kv. So that is represented as limit s tends to 0 s into G of s into H of s. If it is an acceleration error constant for type 2, so Ka is equal to limit s tends to 0 s square into G of s into H of s. So based on the 3 error constants, you are defining the type 0 system, type 1 system, and type 2 system. Okay, now steady state error when the input is a input unit step signal. So how you are saying that it is the steady state error? Okay, so you know now what is a steady state error. Okay, so how you are representing the steady state error for a closed system? ESS is equal to limit s tends to 0 s into R of s by 1 plus G of s into H of s. This is steady state error. Now you are finding the steady state error when the input is a unit step signal. Okay, now see here, when the input is a unit step input signal, what is R of s? R of s is nothing but 1 by s. R of s is equal to 1 by s. So substitute R of s is equal to 1 by s in the steady state error. ESS is equal to limit s tends to 0 s into 1 by s by 1 plus G of s into H of s. Okay, so here s and s gets cancelled. So limit s tends to 0 1 by 1 plus G of s into H of s. Apply the limit here. What will be the value? 1 by 1 plus limit s tends to 0 G of s into H of s. Okay, so what is limit s tends to 0 G of s into H of s? What we discussed now, it is nothing but a positional error constant. It is a positional error constant. So replace this value with a positional error constant, that is nothing but Kp. So what will be the ESS? Now 1 by 1 plus Kp. So you are saying that, okay, so steady state error, when the input is a unit step signal, you are applying the steady state error, that is nothing but 1 by 1 plus kp. Okay, you are saying this value as a kp. So kp is nothing but now limit s tends to 0 g of s into h of s. Okay, now if it is a type 0 system, if it is a type 0 system, okay, now see here, kp is equal to limit s tends to 0 g of s into h of s. So what is g of s into h of s? Standard form, that is nothing but k into polynomials. Numerator polynomial is represented as s plus z1 s plus z2 into s plus z3 by denominator polynomial is represented as s plus p1 s plus p2 and s plus p3. Okay, so substitute the limit value. Your formula is changed to k into z1 z2 z3 by p1 p2 p3. So here these are nothing but the constants. These are nothing but the constants. So finally what you are saying, kp is a constant value. Okay, so now therefore ESS is equal to 1 by 1 plus kp, that is equal to constant. So finally you are saying that hence in type 0 system, when the input is unit step, okay, then there will be a constant steady state error. Then there will be a constant steady state error. If it is a type 1, see here, now substitute the same formula here, limit s tends to 0, substitute g of s into h of s. What is g of s into h of s? Now you are saying that it is a type 1. So in the denominator your s power n should be as s power 1. Okay, so now s plus z1 into s plus z2 into s plus z3 by s into s plus p1 into s plus p2 into s plus p3 and so on. Now substitute the limit in this equation. Okay, s values are becoming as zeros. So in the denominator you have s, right? So if you are substituting s value as 0, what is 1 by 0? It is nothing but infinity. Okay, so finally for a step 1 type 1 system, what will be the steady state error now? ESS is equal to 1 by 1 plus kp, that is nothing but 1 by 1 plus infinity. 1 by infinity value, what is 1 by infinity? It is 0. Okay, so finally you are saying the steady state error for type 1 as, for unit step input the value of kp is infinity, and so now the steady state error will be as a 0. Okay, like this you have to calculate the steady state errors for different types of inputs. Now see here, if it is a ramp signal, now you are changing the input. Okay, you are changing the input and you are finally calculating the what will the steady state error. Okay, so in the second case, now I am considering the steady state error when the input is a ramp signal. Okay, now ESS is equal to, what is the formula? Limit s tends to 0 s into r of s by 1 plus g of s into h of s. So we have discussed the values of the inputs. So if it is a ramp signal, r of s value, what will be the r of s value? 1 by s square. So now substitute 1 by s square in the equation. So ESS now it is represented as limit s tends to 0 s into 1 by s square by 1 plus g of s into h of s. So here s and s gets cancelled. So what will be the value? Limit s tends to 0. Okay, 1 by, so s will get to the denominator. Now 1 by s plus s into g of s into h of s. Okay, see here, that is equal to 1 by, substitute s is equal to 0, s will be a 0 value here. So 1 by, what will the remaining term? Limit s tends to 0 s into g of s into h of s. So represent this value as now kV. Okay, so finally ESS is equal to 1 by kV. So what is the kV value now? kV is nothing but limit s tends to 0 s into g of s into h of s, that is nothing but velocity error constant. You are saying it as a velocity error constant. So if it is a, now finding the steady state error, okay, based on the type of the system. If it is a type 0 system, if it is a type 0 system, so what will be the ESS? So substitute the type 0 system now. KV is equal to limit s tends to 0 s into g of s into h of s. So you know the g of s into h of s value. What is the formula? K into s plus z1 into s plus z2 into s plus z3 and so on by s plus p1 into s plus p2 into s plus p3 and so on, right? So substituting s value, what will be the value here? It is nothing but 0. Okay, so substituting the 0 value, finally calculate ESS. ESS is equal to, you know that, 1 by kV. So 1 by kV is nothing but 1 by 0. 1 by 0, what is the value? Infinity. So for type 0 system, you have got the steady state error value as infinity when when input is a ramp input. Okay, now consider if it is a type 1 system. Okay, so for a type 1 system, what is the formula of g of s into h of s now? K into s plus z1 into s plus z2 into s plus z3 by s into s plus p1 into s plus p2 into s plus p3. So substitute the limit value in the given formula. So what will the value? Here s and s gets cancelled. So you have s here and in the denominator you have the s value. So here s and s gets cancelled. So finally what is the value of kV? It is constant. Okay. So now for type 1 system, find the error, steady state error. ESS is equal to, what is the formula? 1 by kV. So 1 by kV is nothing but 1 by, you got the kV as a constant. So 1 by constant is nothing but constant value. So now finally you are concluding that for a type 1 system, when the input is a unit ramp, there will be a constant steady state error. Okay, similarly find the type 2 system. For type 2 system, find the error value. So kV is equal to limit s tends to 0 s into g of s into h of s, right? So by substituting g of s into h of s, limit s tends to 0 s into k into, now it is a type 2 system. So in the denominator polynomial, you will get the number type value as s power 2. What is n value here? It is 2, right? So now substituting the limit, okay, here s and s gets cancelled and remaining in the denominator you will have one more s. So by substituting the limit, you will have the infinity. So 1 by 0 is nothing but infinity. So for a type 2 system, the kV value is nothing but infinity. Okay, so therefore the steady state error is equal to 1 by kV. 1 by infinity, substitute the kV value, 1 by infinity is nothing but 0. So finally you are concluding that for a type 2 system, for unit ramp input, the value of kV is infinity. So the steady state error is nothing but now 0. Okay, so similarly like that, you are changing the input now. What will be the input now? The third input is nothing but the parabolic signal. So in the previous cases, you have considered the input as a step signal and ramp signal. Now you are changing the input and you are calculating the steady state error. Okay. So if it is a parabolic signal, now what will be the steady state error first of all? Okay. So ESS is equal to, so if it is a parabolic signal, what is the formula of RFS? RFS is nothing but 1 by s cube, right? So substituting the RFS value here, ESS is equal to limit s tends to 0 s into 1 by s cube, right? So in the numerator, s and s gets cancelled here. So what will be the numerator here? So limit s tends to 0, 1 by s square by 1 plus g of s into h of s. Okay, so by multiplying, you will change the formula as limit s tends to 0, 1 by s square plus s square into g of s into h of s. So by substituting the limit, s square becomes 0. And what is the remaining term? The denominator, you will have the term as 1 by limit s tends to 0, s square into g of s into h of s. So finally you are representing this denominator as a term, that is nothing but ka. So what is ka now? Ka is nothing but limit s tends to 0 s square into g of s into h of s. So you are terming that actual constant value as a acceleration error constant. You are terming it as a acceleration error constant. So this is the steady state error when the input is a unit parabolic signal. So now you are finding this steady state error for a different systems, that is type 0 system, type 1 system and type 2 system and type 3 system. Okay, so if it is type 0 system, if it is type 0 system, what is the steady state error? So you know that now Ka is equal to limit s tends to 0 s square into g of s into h of s. So substitute the value of g of s into h of s here. So what is the value? S square becomes 0 after taking the limit. So finally ESS is equal to 1 by Ka. 1 by Ka is nothing but 1 by 0, that is equal to infinity. So for type 0 systems, for unit parabolic input, you are defining the steady state error as a infinity. Okay, so now change the system. What is the system now? If it is a type 1 system now, okay, considering it is a type 1 system, Ka is equal to what is the value? Limit s tends to 0 s square into g of s into h of s. So substitute the value of g of s into h of s here. So after substituting, you will get the value as a 0, right? So if it is a 0, Ka is equal to 0, what will be the steady state error? ESS is equal to 1 by Ka. 1 by Ka is nothing but 1 by 0, that is equal to infinity. Okay, so finally you are saying that for type 1 system, for unit parabolic input, now the steady state error is nothing but infinity here. Okay, so change the system now. If it is a type 2, okay, so limit s tends to 0 s square into g of s into h of s. Type 2 means nothing but in the denominator polynomial you have to consider the n as 2. So s square and s square becomes now cancel. So after cancelling the s square and s square, substitute the limit here. So after substituting the limit, what is the value here? Ka is nothing but a constant value. So if it is a constant, what will be the steady state error? ESS is equal to 1 by constant. 1 by constant is nothing but constant. So ESS is equal to constant for type 2 system, that is nothing but for the steady state error for type 2 system, when the input is a unit parabolic, okay, it is a constant. Now consider the n value as a 3. So Ka is equal to limit s tends to 0 s square into g of s into h of s. If n is equal to 3, what is the denominator polynomial? S cube into s plus p1 into s plus p2 into s plus p3. Right. So here s square and s cube gets cancelled. So in the denominator you have one more s. So considering the limit value, what is the limit? S is equal to 0. Substitute the limit value, you will get the Ka value as infinity. So now find the error, ESS, steady state error. ESS is equal to 1 by Ka. So 1 by Ka is nothing but 1 by infinity. So 1 by infinity, what is the value? It is 0. So finally you are concluding that, so for type 3, okay, for type 3 system and for unit parabolic input, the value of Ka is infinity. So you are obtaining the steady state error as 0. So like this, you are calculating the steady state errors for different types of inputs. So see here you have the tabular column. So what are the error constants you have based on the type number of the system? So what are the values you got here? Okay. So for various types static error constants Kp, Kv and Ka are the error constants. So type 0 system, 1 system, 2 and 3. So you have calculated all these values. Kp is you got constant value for type 0 and for all the cases the value is infinity. And Kv value for type 0, what is the value? 0. For type 1 it is constant, and for all the values you will get the infinity. Similarly Ka for type 0 and type 1 you got the value as 0, and for remaining you got the values as infinity. Yes or no? So based on these constants you have calculated the errors. So steady state errors for unit step input, unit ramp input, and unit parabolic input. So what are the type number of the system? So you got the formula as for type 0 system 1 by k 1 plus kp per unit step, and for remaining numbers it is 0. Per unit ramp, for 0 it is infinity, for 1 it is 1 by kV, and for remaining 2 it is 0. For unit parabolic system, for 0 type 0 it is infinity, type 1 it is infinity, and type 2 it is 1 by Ka, and type 3 it is 0. Okay, like this we have calculated all the steady state error constants for different types of inputs. Now based on all these we are going to do the problems. Okay, see here. Yes, see the first problem. So for a unity feedback control system, the open loop transfer function is g of s is equal to 10 into s plus 2 by s square into s plus 1. Find the position, velocity and acceleration error constants. Okay, second question is the steady state error when the input is r of s, where r of s is equal to 3 by s minus 2 by s square plus 1 by 3 s cube. That is your question. So they have given the open loop transfer function value. First of all g of s value ఇచ్చారమ్మా. సో ఏమేమి ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలి? ఎర్రర్ కాన్స్టెంట్స్. వాట్ ఆర్ ది ఎర్రర్ కాన్స్టెంట్స్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు క్యాలిక్యులేట్? పొజిషన్ ఎర్రర్ కాన్స్టెంట్, వెలాసిటీ కాన్స్టెంట్ అండ్ యాక్సిలరేషన్ కాన్స్టెంట్. ఇట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ కేపీ, కేవీ అండ్ కేఏ వాల్యూస్ని మనం ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలి. ఓకేనా? ఫర్ దట్ దే హ్యావ్ గివెన్ ది ఆర్ ఆఫ్ ఎస్ వాల్యూ. Okay, so see here, first question is for finding the error constants. It is a unity feedback control system. In the question itself they have given the data. It is a unity feedback control system. So what is unity feedback means? H of s. H of s is equal to 1. Okay, so if h of s is 1, okay, you will have only g of s into h of s value. So for finding the error constants, you are considering g of s into h of s. So here h of s is nothing but 1. So finally you will have only the value as limit s tends to 0 into g of s. So you know g of s value. What is g of s value here? 10 into s plus 2 by s square into s plus 1. So substitute that value for finding the first error constant. So kp is equal to limit s tends to 0 into g of s. G of s is nothing but 10 into s plus 2 by s square into s plus 1. So substituting the limit here, s will get 0. So if s is 0, you will get the value as infinity. Right? 10 into 0 plus 2 by 0 square into s plus 1. Right? 20 by 0, that is nothing but infinity. Okay, similarly velocity error constant. What is velocity error constant? Kv. So Kv is equal to limit s tends to 0, s into g of s into h of s. So that is nothing but limit s tends to 0, s into g of s. So substitute the value of g of s here. Here s and s cancel. Now also you will have the value as 20 divided by s. 20 divided by 0, it is nothing but infinity. Okay, at the third error constant. What is third error constant? Acceleration error constant. So Ka is equal to limit s tends to 0, s square into g of s into h of s. So substitute that g of s value here. So s square and s square gets cancelled. So finally what is the value? 10 into 2 by 1, that is 20. Okay, so the first problem we have calculated. What is the second problem? So you had to find the steady state error when the input r of s is equal to 3 by s minus 2 by s square plus 1 by 3 into s cube. Okay, now substitute the value here. Now it is in, see here, input signal is in s domain. Input signal is in s domain. So for calculating this, you are selecting the constants values. Okay, you are choosing the RFS value in terms of time domain. So apply the inverse Laplace transform here. So if you are applying the inverse Laplace transform, you are obtaining these derivatives. Okay, what are the derivatives here? 3 minus 1 by s. What is Laplace inverse of 1 by s? It is nothing but 1. 1 by s square, it is nothing but t. 1 by s cube, 1 by 3 into t square by 2 factorial. This is your actual input signal in time domain. Okay, now we have to calculate this value C0, C1 and C2, because error signal E of t is equal to R of t into C0 plus R dash of t into C1 plus R double dash of t into C2 by 2 factorial. So for calculating this E of t, first of all you should calculate C0, C1 and C2. Okay, what is C0? C0 is nothing but limit s tends to 0 into f of s. Limit s tends to 0 into f of s. Okay, so by substituting f of s here and applying the differentiating for that given f of s, it is in the form of u by v. So applying the u by v formula, you are obtaining finally the value. After applying the limit, you will get the value as 0. Okay, similarly C2. C2 is nothing but limit s tends to 0. Limit s tends to 0, d square by ds square into f of s. Substituting that f of s value and applying the differentiation and applying the u by v, you will get the value as 1 by 10. So after finding C0 value, C1 value and C2 value, substitute the values in the above equation. What is R of t here? R of t is nothing but 3 minus 2t plus t square by 6 into C0 value is 0. Similarly C1 value is 0. C2 value is 1 by 10. Okay, substituting C0, C1 and C2 and R dash of t value. What is R dash of t? So this is R of t and R dash of t is nothing but minus 2 plus t by 3 and R double dash of t is nothing but 1 by 3. So substituting all these terms in the given above equation, you will get the E of t value as 1 by 60. So you know the error signal in the time domain. You should find the steady state error signal in the S domain, that is ESS. ESS is nothing but limit t tends to infinity of E of t. So limit t tends to infinity of, what is E of t now? It is 1 by 60. Can you apply the limit here? So you don't have any t value for applying the limit. So finally what is the value? It is 1 by 60. This is the steady state error for the given input. Okay, that is nothing but R of s is equal to 3 by s minus 2 by s square plus 1 by 3 into s cube. Okay, this is one method, or else you can calculate in the other method the steady state error. So what is other method here? Directly you can calculate. So limit t tends to infinity of E of t, or else limit s tends to 0, s into E of s, s into E of s. So E of s can be calculated. So see here, E of s is equal to R of s by 1 plus G of s into H of s. That is the formula. So first substitute the R of s value. R of s value by 1 plus G of s into H of s. H of s value is nothing but 1. So after substituting this R of s into Z of s, finally you are obtaining the E of s like this. So for this E of s, now if you are applying the directly the limit value, you can obtain the steady state error. So limit s tends to 0, s into E of s. What is E of s? So it is nothing but 3 by s into s square into s plus 1 by s square into s plus 1 plus 10 into s plus 2 minus 2 by s square into s square plus s plus 1 by s square into s plus 1 in plus 10 into s plus 2 plus 1 by 3 into s cube into s square into s plus 1 by s square into s plus 1 plus 10 into s plus 2. This is the equation, right? So directly substitute the c of s value here and apply the limit, that is s is equal to 0. So after applying the limit, now you will obtain the value as a 1 by 60. So in both the cases you can calculate. This method is very easy than the before method. So all of you try to calculate the E of s, that is the steady state error, when they have given the R of s in time domain in this manner. Okay, then it will be very easy for calculation. Okay. So all of you listen to this lecture today, and tomorrow we can solve the remaining problems regarding this topic. Okay. So we had different number of problems, different methods for calculating the steady state error constants and steady state errors. So tomorrow class we can do the more number of problems. Thank you all.